Am I the asshole for saying I don't want to plan my friend's birthday after not being invited to her wedding? Throwaway account. Okay, so I first met my friend Jane F. 29 studying abroad. We were really good friends during our travels, and after college we actively stayed in touch, visiting each other in our respective different cities. I met her BF Bob, now husband, when they first started dating, and have met her college friends and parents. Bob and Jane decided to move to my city right before COVID, so during lockdown we were in each other's bubbles. We've celebrated each other's birthdays, we've had Friendsgiving, Christmas parties together, etc. 2021 Bob and Jane got engaged in August, and when they came back I threw them an engagement party. I bought her this wine glass that said wedding planning wine glass, and every time she used it she would text me a photo of her with it. In 2022 I threw Bob a 30th birthday party, but then this was also the first year I wasn't invited to her birthday. I had texted Bob asking what the plan was, and he told me they were going out of the state for her birthday. However, on Instagram I seen them posting pictures of them renting a cabin with some friends, so I felt awkward. Then I wasn't invited to the bachelorette party. I didn't find this too big of a deal because Jane has some really close childhood friends and sorority friends, but then nothing about the wedding. The wedding happened this May and it was a big wedding, like 200 people probably, and I wasn't invited. I was really hurt, to say the least, but I didn't say anything. I just tried to move on. I haven't talked to them really since before the wedding. They didn't wish me a happy birthday and they couldn't attend my birthday shindig cause they were out of town. I'm noticing that if I don't reach out to either of them, they don't reach out to me at all. Now Bob has reached out and asked me to plan Jane's birthday party cause he says I'm the best at planning these things, and I told him I was hurt about not being invited, and he said, well, we had limit space, don't make it a big deal, we want you to be at her birthday. I really don't want to do it, and I don't really feel any desire to be friends with them. Am I being a petty hole? Edit: to clarify about the Bob's birthday party, Jane asked me to help plan it. That was the last time I've seen them in person, March 2022. Not the asshole. How are they not gonna invite you to their wedding then expect you to not only come to their b-day party but help plan it? They obviously don't view you as a friend but as an event planner. Dump them. Not the asshole. You are not being petty. I know there can be space issues for weddings. However, I find it hard to believe that was the case with 200 in attendance. It seems like once the pandemic waned, their interest in friendship waned too. Don't do the party. You are not their personal party planner. Not the asshole. They froze you out, and then made absolutely no effort to reach out until now, when they want something from you. Time is valuable, spend yours with the people whose actions show they want to spend it with you. It appears to be clear that they do not. Tell Bob that there are obviously around 200 people that they're closer to than they are to you, so he should ask one of those people to plan the birthday party. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Space at the wedding wasn't a problem if they had 200 guests. They don't want you to be at her birthday, they want your skills in planning out her birthday. Bob said as much. Not the asshole. Bob and Jane are thoughtless, careless people with friendships. The don't make it a big deal was the icing on the cake. I'd move them to people I know, status versus friends. Not the asshole. They're not being friends, they are simply using you as a free event planner. Not the asshole. Tell him you'll plan the same thing they planned for yours. Obviously, they are the kind of people who are only your friend when you can do something for them. They can't be bothered to reciprocate. So you're not obligated to do anything more for them. Actually, fuck them. So, tell them, sorry, I have to insert something small here and it's a space issue, don't make a big deal about it. Not the asshole. Not the asshole at all. These people aren't your friends, they're people interested in using you for a service. Find new friends who will appreciate and like you for you, not just what you can do for them. And then plan the biggest and best birthday party for the new friends. Not the asshole. Your feelings are valid after not being invited to major events despite your consistent efforts in the friendship. It's not petty to not want to plan the birthday. You're not obliged to maintain a friendship where you feel undervalued. Not the asshole. Sorry to say this, but they're not your friends. If you do decide to plan Jane's birthday, make sure you tell her what your fees are. May as well try to make some money for your service. Winking face. Not the asshole. They sound like users happy to have you around when they need you, but not actually interested in your friendship. They have made their position clear. Move on and live a fabulous life without them. They want an event planner, not you. Sorry. Ntar. Not the asshole. If you were actually a priority to them, they would have made space no matter what. Not the asshole. Sad to say, but Jane isn't your friend anymore. Sounds like they're using you and only interested in themselves and don't care about you. Sorry. Not the asshole. They showed you how little they cared for and respected you. I don't just mean for the wedding, but that you weren't even invited to her birthday last year. You are free to drop them as friends. Not the asshole. But I think you should consider going to the party. Great, tell me where, when, and I'll be there. If he doubles down on you planning it, say that you've decided to get out of the party planning business. Either way, you're not the asshole. Not the asshole. They aren't your friends, but they seem to enjoy using you. Not the asshole. I'm guessing she didn't like you planning Bob's birthday and decided to be petty and not talk to you. Now, Bob is lazy and doesn't want to plan her birthday, so he's asking you. Don't plan it. Don't talk to them anymore. Don't waste time being sad over them. They aren't good friends to you. Find someone who values you and knows how to have a conversation like an adult. Not the asshole. My wedding had around 120 people, and looking back, there were definitely people we could have not invited. 200 people is a large wedding. If they know 200 people they would rather have at their wedding than you, then it sounds like they should have lots of people who could plan this party before you would ever need to get involved. Not the asshole. They are taking advantage of you and they are not your friends. I'm sorry for the hurt they've cost you, but it's best you move on from them completely. You have given them more than enough. Tell him to ask the 200 guests to go plan her birthday and fuck off. Given the change in friendship dynamics and me feeling overall like I have, for lack of a better phrase, cast aside for 2 years, I am not comfortable planning this birthday party. I sincerely wish it's a great one. Ntar, they just want your skills without pay or recognition. Just tell Bob that you only plan parties for your friends. Then block and ghost them. They aren't your friends. They only get in contact when they want something from you. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Why did you even respond? Just block and ghost. Not the asshole. Don't respond. Just ghost. They're using you, and this isn't your problem anymore. Not the asshole. Send him and then cut them out of your life. Not the asshole. Your feelings are very valid, and while they might have whatever reason to not invite you to those things that are valid to them, that doesn't mean it doesn't hurt and that they're not being open with you. Overall, they just aren't being very good friends to you, so you don't owe them friendship to them either. If I were in your shoes, I would reach out and explain all this to them, but if to you the relationship is past its time, so be it. Not the asshole. They clearly don't consider you a close enough friend to be there for things they really care about. Maybe they've always felt this way and you're just finding out. Maybe it's a new development that they're choosing not to communicate with you about. Either way, they're not the only ones who get a say in how to participate in this friendship. There's nothing wrong with pulling back after you see how much you actually rank in someone's life. You're under no obligation to help plan her birthday. She's not a good enough friend